Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Just United. I'm here with a very special guest, Hamza from Friday Night Counter Attack. And we're going to be talking about pre-season and the expectations for the Premier League season that is upcoming 1 week to go. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it, everyone. I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm looking forward to being in this fantastic studio. And you're in for a treat. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment who you think is going to be the best player for Manchester United this season.
Yeah, so we're going to start with pre-season. I want to go through, obviously, each game and then mainly go through the losses. There's a few losses which were unexpected in there. I think after, we started getting the players back, I thought we could have had a decent try of it in pre-season and warm weather training and things like that. You think that the players will be up for it. But yeah, I think we looked off it in a few of the games.
The way I'm looking at it, I really believe that Manchester United haven't really improved over the summer. We may have improved our style of play with some of the younger players who are getting used to this style of play, but it's going to take a lot longer than what a lot of people want. They want to be up there challenging for top four again. They want to be challenging for trophies like we have done over the past couple of years, and we may have to be a cup club for the next couple of years, I would say. In the league, it's going to be very, very difficult. In the Europa League, it will be very, very difficult. But with all these injuries that we attain and that what we've attained over pre-season, I'm very worried about what we've got going on. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm worried too. I think, summer transfer window started off nicely. Got two players through the door. And the main one that we needed was centre back. He's injured now. We still haven't signed any more players. And yeah, you just think after getting those injuries or, you think the club would pick up a bit of pace to, get it going.
I would disagree with that. And this is what a lot of people have said. They've said that, we want to sign players. But over the last couple of years with the Glazers, we've signed a lot of players unnecessarily, like a Sofian Amrabat or someone like a... When you've looked at over the years, it's been very, very poor. Like a Donny
I was
Van de Beek
excited
as
for
well.
that, for Amrabat
Yeah.
as well. I think he started playing well towards the end of the season.
He definitely did. In hindsight, he had a great end of season when he was playing as a centre midfielder. But the way I'm looking at it is, Ineos don't want to be bullied in this transfer market, because if they are, then everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, same old United. They can pay 80 million for a 40 million pound player. And we've seen that with Manuel Ugarte at PSG. PSG have kind of ruined us in the past with the Angel Di Maria issue.
Yeah.
We got Zlatan on a free from them, so it wasn't too bad. But in terms of negotiating with bigger clubs and with smaller clubs as well, Manchester United aren't really looking at overpaying for some of these players. So we've been linked with Fofana, we've been linked with Berg, we've been linked with Ugarte. And realistically speaking, if you're then spending 70 million on Ugarte and you haven't sold Casemiro or McTominay before coming in, I don't mind it, because it may just mean we have to take some time, we have to relax a bit. And annoyingly, as Man United fans, I think we are very, very bad at that. We want the best, we want to be back to winning trophies and having some incredible, iconic players, some great goal scorers, and annoyingly, we're going to have to sit tight for a bit. That's what I think.
Yeah. It's difficult because, with the preseason finishing with the FA Cup last season, you think to yourself, let's go for it now, because you got a good group of players there. Yes, okay, then that will give to Ten Hag to say, all these players aren't back. Maybe that's why they aren't doing well. You look at Man City as well; they lost two games in preseason as well, and then obviously they beat Chelsea. Haaland scores a hat trick. You want some of your other players to just be scoring goals.
To stand up.
Yeah, I think Mount had a few chances which he should have put away in those games. I didn't watch the Real Betis game. I watched some highlights of that.
I didn't watch any pre-season. I'll be honest with all of you. I didn't watch it. I don't want to stay up till stupid o'clock in the morning to watch it. Fair play to
I just set the alarm and
fair play who does, but I'll watch the highlights on the Man United website. It's absolutely fine. I don't mind it at all. But when you're looking at these issues and you're looking at what's happened, Ten Hag is kind of getting the best out of these younger players, and we're still not sure where some of these established players are going to fit into this as the season goes on. So someone I want to talk to you about, Jadon Sancho. Yeah. I mean, he's back from his loan spell at Borussia Dortmund. He could have come back with a Champions League winners medal, but he didn't against Real Madrid. And it kind of goes to show that Jadon Sancho is still not finding a home in this first team because Garnacho has overtaken him. Amad Diallo has now overtaken him. Annoyingly, Anthony has overtaken him. And obviously on that left wing, you've got Marcus Rashford. So one thing I did notice from pre-season, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more with yourself, how did he do as a false nine?
He had his chances,
Mm.
and he created quite a lot. To be fair, in terms of like going forward himself,
Yeah.
not so much with the other players. And you know, he's looking to play balls through. I think you know that's a big thing for the game on the weekend against City. There's talk of Ten Hag saying might play him as a false nine and then
Okay.
play Bruno there as well, interchanging between each other. I think between Sancho, Ahmad, and Mount, I think those are, and maybe a Scott McTominay because he looked bright when he came on.
Yeah.
Those are the players we're going to be expecting a bit more of a performance from, just because Ahmadi's been doing well. Obviously, he scored in pre-season as well. He looked sharp. That goal that he scored from the edge of the box was brilliant.
Good crossing by Harry Amas as well, which is good to see. But on Mason Mount and Casemiro, I mean, we're speaking about.
I don't even want to talk about Casemiro.
We're speaking about players who spent £100 million on for two players.
I do not want to speak about Casemiro at all.
Two established players playing for, my hat just dropped here, but my Manchester United hat has probably new merch from the members, which is good to see as well. But remember, £105 million for both of these, and there could be a possibility of both of them not starting in our team. I'm very concerned about that because it goes to show that if we are going to bring through Collier and Kobbie Mainoo, of course, as well, could we just turn into a Barcelona perhaps and not overspend? Not overspend on all of these established players and just build so much from the academy, because it goes to show it works for some teams.
You can, but is the manager going to get enough time? Because you know what happens. Manager gets sacked. He's been trying to get his way of playing, and then once he gets sacked, the players that might have been doing well at that from the academy, they sometimes get sent on loan or get sold.
Exactly.
So
before even getting a chance.
And I think you know Toby Collier, Harry Amas, them bring shining lights from the academy in pre-season. I think you know Collier done really well. He created a chance for himself as well when he ran into the box. That was a good run from him. You can see he's just trying to impress, and you know that's what you want. Not even from the academy players, all the players. You're getting, like you say, you're getting paid a big wage. Go and do your job, and just try and make a difference in the game. Not so if you haven't. Sometimes you can have a crap game. I get it, but if you're having a crap game, just try do something different. Don't attack, defend, run. Get yourself about the pitch. And like you're saying, from the established players, you don't really see much of that. It's only the players that have been coming through towards the end of last season.
And then with the most established Man United graduate currently, Marcus Rashford. Again, I've heard he was looking sharp in pre-season, but is he looking back to his best, or is the jury still out now?
I think.
And what do you guys think as well?
I think it definitely relates to Jadon Sancho. His boy's back. I like to call him his hype man. His hype man's back.
Yeah.
Because he feels more comfort.
They're both doing that with celebration in that season.
Yeah, and you do obviously like with Martial and Rashford, that link-up play that they had, that understanding they had at one point was unstoppable. They do stuff like that, and I think you expected that from Sancho last season. Sorry, not last season, season before. Playing that way with Rashford, and I think obviously Rashford's a better player at the moment, but I'd like Sancho to come through and make an impact on the team. Not score a few goals, get a few assists, and confidence does everything for your way of play and things like that. So yeah.
Absolutely. So last topic on this one before we move on to our next topic. Erik ten Hag, talk to me. He's got a new team of coaches around him. Is he still playing
I'm happy
the same
for him,
kind of way? You're happy for him?
I'm happy for him.
Talk to me about it.
Because the same thing could have happened with that to Ten Hag that happened to Louis van Gaal.
Yes.
After he won the FA Cup, they could have sacked him. Because there was talk of that, and we were playing City. So the owners, I do not believe 100% that they wanted him. Because obviously, if we lose to City, they would have sacked him.
Yeah.
They definitely would have sacked him. because you got to know you're playing bloody Conference League. You're not playing any Champions League football. You're just about getting to the Europa League because of the FA Cup win. But if that went pear shaped, they would have sacked him.
It's true.
And I'm so happy for him because he even said himself, I was on holiday in Ibiza, and they came out and saw me. And why would they need to come out and see him if they had the respect for him to keep him in as manager?
Yeah.
Why would they need to fly out to see him? He's just won the FA Cup. He should be able to keep his job.
It's true.
I don't know what your opinion on is, but I think I'm happy for him because they've backed him now. They've kept him as manager and they've backed him. But that whole situation, like Louis van Gaal, should not have happened.
It's something that for me it delayed a lot in the transfer market. So because you're looking at these players that we have injured, Malacia Shaw, you're looking at our DM position, Casemiro and McTominay, no Amrabat this season. You're looking at our centre backs, Lindelof, Maguire injured before the Community Shield, which we'll get onto in a bit. If they fully confirmed Ten Hag from the beginning, we may have had more time actually getting more players through the door, and more importantly, more players out of the door. Because it's looking very worrying the fact that we're going into the season in a way worse than what we were at the end of last season. Because all these players have gone to the Euros or Copa America and they are not fully fresh because they're not even match fit for a lot of these players. So it's going to be very worrying. And I'd like to hear your thoughts who are watching, what you're expecting from Manchester United this season.
Big expectations, really big expectations. I think going forward now, he's getting his players back. He's going to be his first full week. Well, not even full week of training with the players. Next week will be his first full week properly with the players. Everybody back hopefully, and we see what happens. Obviously, we've got the Community Shield, but we'll get into that a little bit later coming up. And yeah, I'm excited for the season, but as you said, it is worrying because we're starting off worse than last season, and we could be starting with Harry Maguire, Johnny Evans in defence. One of them, both of them in defence.
Don't mind it at all, but we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with it because again, we still need to rebuild, and it's gonna take a couple more years. But agree or disagree with our thoughts? Comment below. We'll see you next time.
See you later, guys.